Oh my gosh, I have done this video 3 times and it has gone wrong on me. So yeah, welcome to Witches of the Moon. I'm Lisa and this is about the difference between hoodoo and voodoo. I'm going to be reading from get your head out, Lisa. Reading from some notes as well. Basically, in general, hoodoo refers to a form of folk magic and root work that involves African practices and beliefs. Just wait a minute, sorry. What do you mean? Sorry. Hoodoo also includes Native American botanical knowledge as well as European folklore. So the mishmash is contemporary. I ain't got my bloody words out today. Contemporary hoodoo. Jeez, I swear anyway. Although like many followers of modern hoodoo practices are like African American, there are non-black practitioners who do follow it as well. Like me, I do some hoodoo, but not a lot, obviously. The tradition roots typically found in hoodoo's typically found in like West Africa and like the southern part of the United States. I mean, it all started where back in the slave trade, if you know what I mean. Bear with me a minute. Like many hoodoo spells are like to do with love, lust, money, gambling, and other kind of stuff like mojo bags, get away powders, like to keep people away from you, throwing it in front of them. Basically, hoodoo practitioners use herbs, roots, bones, different kinds of curios, which could be like parts of animals. Some people can use that. Yeah. Also, in some forms of hoodoo, excuse me, my throat's really sore. Some forms of hoodoo, however, it's important for them to worship their ancestors. Like hoodoo is not a pagan tradition at all. I can't speak. Sorry. Many practitioners of hoodoo are like mainly Christian, and they use the Psalms for their magic. I am not Christian. Well, I was christened a Christian years ago. But obviously, I don't follow that path. I do use the Psalms sometimes, only when I'm doing hoodoo work. In some areas of the United States, the term hoodoo is like mountain magic, and it's like the uses of omens and charms and spells and amulets, and it's often, God, do you know what, I can't speak, it's often incorporated, I can't even speak, what's wrong with me today? It's oh my gosh, it's often incorporated into folk magic practices around like the southern eastern part of the USA. I'm so sorry, I'm all over the bloody place today, sorry. Oh my gosh. Yeah, in the USA, like a perfect example of how magical practices have become like transcultural. Like some people get confused between hoodoo and voodoo all the time. Like despite confusion, often people do get confused. But hoodoo and voodoo, there's voodooing as well, which is VODOUN, are not the same at all. And voodoo practitioners call upon deities and spirits as well. Excuse me again. I'm so sorry. I'm not feeling so good. I wasn't going to show my face, but yeah. Voodoo calls on deities and spirits as well, and it is a religion. Hoodoo, on the other hand, is a set of skills used for folk magic, which can be tracked back like in to slavery times, if you know what I mean. Also, during the 1930s, there was a man called Harry Hyatt. He was a folklorist and an Anglican minister. He travelled around America Southeast interviewing hoodoo practitioners, and he collected a lot of spells and magical beliefs and interviews, which he put into volumes, into like 7 volumes, and got them published. But however, these books are very expensive. Seriously, I've looked online and holy moly, they are expensive. He's called Harry Hyatt. It's Hyatt. Very expensive books. He was a scholar, and sometimes he like questioned his work, if you know what I mean. Let me look at some other stuff. In addition to his work, much of his work was recorded on cylinders and then translated, making it appear that he's stereotyping the African American religion dialects that he encountered. If you see me looking down, I'm looking at notes. Regardless of that, keeping the issues in mind, the man Hyatt volumes that he's had, 7 of them, are entitled Hoodoo, Conjuration, Witchcraft and Root Work, which are worth exploring if you want to look into hoodoo practicing, but they're bloody expensive books, I'm telling you. So yeah, and there's also another person, valuable source for hoodoo and voodoo, is Jim Haskins. It's Haskins, book called it's just called Voodoo and Hoodoo, which looks at like magical traditions of the practices, obviously. And there's Vance, it's VANCE Rudolph's writing on Ozark magic, which is OZARK, and folklore. Yeah, this is all I have on hoodoo and voodoo, see, because I don't really know much about it, because I'm just like learning about hoodoo. I'm so sorry, I don't feel well. Hoodoo and voodoo, but I just hope that that's enough information for you. And like I said, if you want to check out the Harry Middleton Hyatt's books, geez, they are expensive though. But yeah, I hope this video was okay for you. I'm sorry I don't look so good and I look rough as heck, and I'm coughing and I'm laughing halfway through it. But yeah guys, I'm going to go. Hope that information was okay for you. I'm going to go and I'm going to take some medication because I don't feel so good. So guys, bright blessings to you all, and blessed be. Bye.